Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, we begin with a letter. It says, "Dear Top Gear, I am a leading light in the Albanian mafia, and I'm thinking of buying the new baby Rolls-Royce, the Ghost. But how does it compare to, say, a Bentley or a Mercedes? Yours sincerely, Normanski Urtezi." Now, this caused one hell of a row in the office because the producers said, "We should go out to Albania and do the test." And we said, "No, we can't be seen to be helping the mafia." We were adamant. We said, "This is our line in the sand. We will not go." Even by Albanian standards, it was absolute rubbish.
Until 1991, Albania was probably the most extreme Marxist state in the world.
One man who owned a cafe got 18 years in jail for telling a customer he didn't have a spoon. Another guy pointed at Corfu over there and said, "Why have they got a light in their harbour and we haven't?" He got 25 years. And soon we were reminded of the dark days because the road just sort of stopped. And to make things worse, instead of white lines, they'd used rocks.
Well, let's not view this as a bad thing. It is at least a chance to test the car's ride. Fortunately, the rough road soon ended. Unfortunately, it ended at an Albanian river crossing.
That's not the ferry, is it?
Yes.
It's a raft rather than a ferry, isn't it?
Still, it wasn't like the cars we'd be loading were valuable or heavy.
It's not even fastened together. It's Dizzy's driftwood.
Have you seen the captain's chair? That's the most incredible thing. It's got 5 legs. It has 5 legs.
Despite the peril, James volunteered to go first.
No!
Yeah, you're all right now.
Go, Dizzy. Oh, my God.
We're off. We are now leaving the shore on an old piece of flotsam with over 500,000 quid of the cars.
This is the best ferry I've ever been on.
It's the worst I've ever
It is the worst thing I've ever been on.
Absolutely terrible.
Eventually, though, HMS Driftwood deposited us gracefully on the other side. Oh, no! And as we drove on, we realised that one benefit of the Mercedes, if you're a mafia boss, is that you do blend in. Mercedes, 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 Mercedes.
Mercedes, 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 Mercedes.
Look at them all.
Mercedes, 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 Mercedes.
It turns out that a staggering 80% of all cars registered in Albania are old Mercs. But that said, English cars are popular too, a point we discussed when we pulled over for afternoon tea. Apparently, what happens is Albanians go to England, get a job, buy a car, and then bring it back with them here.
Yeah.
Right.
And it is quite traditional when you bring a car back like that you drive it around with the door locks pulled out. And sometimes little marks along the back of the door, the trailing edge of it.
They have a tradition here as well, apparently, of filing off any numbers they find under the bonnet.
No, that's to save weight.
Oh, is it?
Yes, that's why they do it. All the VIN numbers, identifying plates, things like that, because that makes the car lighter.
Weight-saving measures are important.
Some of them, though, are stolen.
No!
Give up.
Well, I'm afraid they are. We've had a bit of a discussion, and we reckon that when someone from the Albanian mafia is choosing a new car, uppermost in his mind will be this: can I get a dead body in the boot?
Makes sense.
So that's why the car has a boot.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, to find out which of the cars is best, we have had to murder a passerby.
Yeah. And here he is. As you can see, he is quite a big chap, so he took a lot of murdering. And now James is going to see if he can get him in the boot of the Rolls-Royce.
Am I?
Well, you go first. Yeah,
Right.
that's the point.
Okay.
Let's get a start. Look at that.
What?
He was a member of a gym.
He was not.
Could we have murdered someone a bit smaller?
Not really, it's all that was there. And
It
anyway,
was the only way we could catch.
anyone smaller would have been faster.
Come on, James.
those things that comes quite
The
naturally.
police could be on their
Yeah, I
way.
know, but I can't lift him up. 3, 2, 1, and up.
No, it's not working.
He's just like...
Okay.
This was hopeless. James, Richard, bad news. What? You see the girl with the red beret on?
Yeah.
She's from Albania.
Hello!
Oh! And can I just ask, is it right that the word car means... and peach? Yes.
I thought you made it up.
No, he didn't make it up. She's
Okay, fair
actually
enough.
from Albania.
Oh, fair enough.
Now, actually, I have got some more information on this. You know, in the film I said that some of the cars might be stolen.
I know you did. That was shocking.
Yes, it was. Anyway, I've got some information here on it, okay? Albania's public order minister was on his way to Greece recently to sign an agreement with his opposite number in Greece on cross-border crime, okay? And as a formality, the Greek police did a check on his car and found it was nicked. And that was the public order. And then, now, just so I balance this out, okay? Neighbouring Macedonia, the Interior Minister was very embarrassed when police noticed her car was actually registered to David Beckham.
That actually happens to footballers quite a lot, though, doesn't it? Because there were two AC Milan players. They had their Range Rovers nicked. Do you know where they turned up?
Oh, Bournemouth?
No, it was Albania.
No way!
Okay, the news. Now, you know if you park your car in front of someone's drive in Britain, you get a polite notice saying, please don't park your car here anymore. Okay, if you live in Bratislava and you leave your car obstructing someone's drive, they react rather differently, as we see here.
Pickaxes!
Oh, now, big story this week, of course. When the Berlin Wall fell over,
As it did.
we all thought the Russians had come over here to buy potatoes, shoes, perhaps. But who knew? They bought the south of France, they bought Chelsea, and this week they bought TVR. Now, we think, yeah, they have. They have. We think this is a marriage. It's very sad, obviously, because, you know, another British car manufacturer has fallen into foreign ownership, but Russian TVRs. I mean, think of the names. You got a black car, Red Star, TVR Spetsnaz.
Yeah. TVR Molotov.
TVR Kalashnikov.
TVR Gagarin.
Yeah,
the
we got a really thirsty one called the TVR Yeltsin. Think of that.
See where you're going with that? That's a good name.
However, I have thought that there might be one big problem, okay? Now, there's the new TVR coming out very soon, the Cigaris. Have you seen it? I think we've got a picture of it, okay? There it is.
Yeah.
Now, we've got to road test that.
I know.
If we don't like it, we've got a problem. See, if you don't like a BMW or a Ford, what happens?
Well, they write you a sniffy letter and
A sniffy letter, we laugh at it, put it in the bin,
Yeah.
okay? If you don't like that, what's going to happen?
You're going to get a knock on your door at 3 in the morning and 2 big blokes in a black car outside. You're right, actually.
Okay, I'm sliding toward the circular saw. It's got great handling. Turn it off! Turn it off!
I love the dashboard. Now cut me down. It's scary.
It is
I
good.
don't
I
like
will get him to road test it.
Yes, you can do that one.
Yeah, but I don't really like TVRs, though. actually.
Okay, fine, fair
No,
enough.
actually.
The late James May there, making one of his final
Don't
remarks
answer the door.
on Top Gear. Lewis Hamilton, you may have heard, it's been in the news this week, saying that the national anthem is too short, and that when he's on the podium, he can't really milk the moment because it's over in 44 seconds. And he says it's not fair because when Massa wins, who's Brazilian, that national anthem goes on for 16 hours. So I've had an idea. Why don't we change our national anthem for Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd? 27 minutes long.
Of hell.
It isn't hell.
No, hang on. But the problem... No. The problem isn't that ours is too short. It's that everybody else's is too long.
Well, the Greek one is 158 verses.
What?
It is 100. I promise you, the Greek national anthem is... How many times can you say we're completely screwed? This is what springs to mind when we think about Romania. Not that we do very often. We imagine it's full of oxes and people throwing stones at gypsies. So you'd imagine that turning up in cars like this might look like showing off. We did too. Coming here in a car that costs £168,000 is a bit like turning up in the Sudan in a suit made entirely out of food. But then we arrived in the Black Sea town of Mamaia, and it wasn't really what we were expecting. My God! Jag, Porsche, Ferrari, Audi R8 V10, another Ferrari. If Simon Cowell came here, they'd put him on income support. Look at it!
That's a 430. It's 599. Yeah, okay. We're not as conspicuous as a first Fiat.
As we travelled further west, the high-tech modern Romania we knew ran out.
It's getting a bit more Borat around here.
It's gypsy country here. I am told that they can be a bit violent if they don't like the look of you.
And on top of that, guess who was leading the convoy?
I'm going to take a punt on going right now.
Do we know that this is the right way?
Oh, sorry, Hammond, I'm just following May.
You do know what you just said, don't you?
This road is becoming alarmingly lumpy. I'm worried about my Reventon-style nose.
The nose is too low. He's going to have to admit he's brought the wrong car.
Soon, we were really lost.
The building, what can only be described, yes, it's a public execution. Where on the map does it say turn right at the partially built gallows?
That woman has an axe. That big woman has an axe. She has an axe.
We drove deeper and deeper into Borat country. But luckily, I had bought something that would help me blend in. I'm wearing this hat, so gypsies think I am one, and that's fine. I'm just a lucky gypsy. Pool's winning gypsy. James said the next turning would take us back to the main road. It didn't. Holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, wait, if we look what's behind you,
Yeah, the evidence is not stacking up.
is this a horse and
That's a
car?
horse.
We wanted to hit James over the head with a hammer, but the kids beat us to it. Are you seeing this? Did you shrink the man in the car behind? Did you shrink that man, gypsies?
Getting through the village was bad enough. Getting out of it was even trickier.
Oh, my God, you're joking.
Please fall off, please fall off, please fall off.
Okay. This is certainly a grand tour for these cars.
But with the village behind us and armed with some directions, it was plain sailing back to the main road.